What's up, action figure fans? This is Castro Sakio Dojo. I'm doing a DC Batman Unlimited, The Dark Knight Returns Batman. I had to put that track on there because that track is sick. It makes you feel like whoever's on that track is unstoppable, and this Batman is unstoppable. So if you guys read the graphic novel from Frank Miller, or you guys watched the animated two-part movie, words are hard to describe the kind of Batman we're dealing with here. This is the Batman that fucked up Superman. This is the Batman that killed the Joker. This is the Batman that pretty much did it his way. And, he's got no remorse, no regrets. He's just a kick-ass fucking Batman. Alright, so it gives you a quick bio here. It has been 10 years since the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you gotta read the graphic novel. I mean, this is you read this shit, you want to pause it, but there's a lot more to it than just the Batman. And of course, he's got a female Robin as a sidekick. She's a little high school student, and I guess that's less creepy than having a young boy. Makes Batman, a little bit on the, I like young girls type of thing. Shows the other two Batmans, the Planet 52 sparkling one and the New 52 Sparkly Batman and the Planet X Batman. I've got both of those, so I'll be doing a review on those, one of these days. So here's a look at the box and the packaging. He's got that nice Frank Miller jumping through the lightning pose. That's the cover of one of the books. He has a Batarang in his arsenal. And of course, he's built on the Masters of the Universe Buck. And we're going to go over a couple things as far as articulation. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm just trying to get this fucking tripod together. But let's go ahead and open him up, because he's pretty kick-ass. And, I want to talk about some of the extras here that you don't normally get from a DC U figure. So, be back. We're back with Mr. Bruce Wayne. This is the Dark Knight Batman. As you can see, he's bulky. He's a bulky-looking son of a bitch. I love the detail they put into just the sculpt. Not so much the paint, because the paint is kind of black and gray, but the sculpt is just, looks a lot better than the DC collectibles version of the Dark Knight, which I think there's like a 4-pack where you get Robin, Superman, and also the Joker. But he's got that real gritty, grimy grin. There you go. The cowl over his head. The cape is a lot bigger. He's a lot bulkier and bigger, just like in the comic book and just like in the movie. He's got 2 pegs down below, so if you want to put him on a stand, you could. The underwear, believe it or not, is kind of like a soft rubbery piece, so it's not really connected to the body, just like the Batarang / mustache. Let me see if I can get it on there. Give him a Commissioner Gordon mustache. Man, I really need to figure out how to fucking get this thing to focus a lot better. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but the Batarang is kind of rubbery, kind of gummy. Very bendable and pliable. I'm trying to show you the image here, but it says made in China, which I think is interesting, because Batman outsources his equipment in China. I figure he gets better labor for all those gadgets that he gets. He's not like Tony Stark where he builds it at home, He's a different kind of billionaire. So, yeah, this is not working. So I'm just wasting my time kicking tires here. Let me just try it one more. Fuck it. This is garbage. All right, let's get back to Batman. Yeah, if you guys watch the cartoon, the guy pretty much kicked ass in the first part of the movie, which is kind of like the boring part, but there were some good action scenes. The second part really is where he shines. He basically has to fight Superman under orders of Ronald Reagan. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely watch it. Let's talk about a little bit of articulation. He's got a nice ball-jointed shoulder. He's got the in and out rotation bicep swivel. He's got the single-jointed elbow. As you can see, he's got wrist twist at the wrist, not at the forearm. Ball-jointed head, which pivots nicely, spins around. Even pops out easily, so if you want to swap heads or get a custom Bruce Wayne head, I saw someone on Facebook had one, so I think his name is Hunter C. Knight, so he's a nice customizer, and he did a nice robot version of this Batman, so the one with the suit. Nice ab crunch. Got waist rotation. Um, yeah, that guy's talking about his pants are kind of like rubbery. And then there's the cape, how it connects like all the DCU figures that have capes. They just kind of embed in the back. Yeah, he doesn't have DCU hips, which I thought was interesting. Ball jointed hips, kind of like the Marvel Legends. So that's a interesting piece. Got ball jointed hips. It's got the thigh cut right there, as opposed to the lower end thigh cut you normally get out of a DC figure. Single jointed knee, right? That's not unusual. He's got a calf rotation, so that's pretty typical. And of course, he's got the ankle pivot. So overall, he's got really good articulation. He's not limited. That's the one thing I don't like about DC collectibles, is that they give you these limited articulated 6-inch figures. They do great 3.75 inch figures they have now, but they're not figures that I actually want. So I guess when Superman and Batman come out, I'll be all in. I guess you new school guys out there are really big on modern comics and don't really look at too much of the vintage. This is a good medium between modern and vintage. Although it's not a super modern story, it does have that vintage feel. So here you have the other Batman from the DCU lineup, just in size comparison. Typically that Batman uses the old Superman mold and every other hero. Then you've got the new 52 Batman. This is the non-sparkly edition, the one from the DCU All-Stars lineup. In comparison to all the Bucks, you can see that this one's the slimmest one here. Then you've got the nice Dark Knight bulky one, and then you've got the typical Muscle Man Batman from the DCU lineup. Articulation between the two at the left and the right are identical. The one in the middle, obviously, we pointed out that he's got ball jointed instead of the DCU. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to bring out the Dark Knight Returns, or Dark Knight Rises. I don't remember what movie I got him from. Yeah, the Dark Knight Rises, the one with Bane. This is the Christian Bale Batman. For some odd reason, he's always scaled slightly smaller than the DC universe. But again, I guess when the movies start producing toys, this is what you're going to compare it to. The size comparison. They don't want him to compete directly with the comic book, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, these are the two side by side. The two Dark Knights. The movie version and the comic book version. And of course, you've got the toy version over here to the left. As you can see, color schemes are the same, and obviously in Dark Knight, it's got its own movie theme, so let me move him out of the way. Put the New 52 Batman there, and obviously New 52 took a different direction, just like all the New 52 figures. They have like all these sculpted lines built into the suit, and the old traditional ones was just pretty much Batman in a leotard, in a bodysuit, and a cape, and said, fuck it, we're going to stop some crime. And that's old school Batman fucking kicking ass. That's what we like Batman about. I mean, he's a detective and all. He does some investigative work, but man, can he fuck some shit up. And this movie's no exception. This graphic novel is no exception. He fucks everybody up. I can't figure anybody he didn't fuck up. Here's a nice comparison to a Marvel Legends Iron Man. This is the Heroic Age Iron Man from the Iron Man 3 wave. The size comparison, Marvel Legends seems to, build these type of figures a little bit bulkier, but not as bulky as Masters of the Universe or the Batman. So, let me see if I have anything else to compare them to. There's the Predator, Invisible from Nika. If you guys wanted to recreate a nice Predator Batman scene from, I can't remember what it's called. It was called Batman something. If you guys seen on the internet, you guys look it up, Predator versus Batman. Seems to be a common video out there. But overall, I'm really happy with the figure and the sculpt overall. He's going to be my definitive Batman. I wish we got a Supes like this, a nice Superman from Mattel. Mattel, if you're listening, make us a nice Superman just as in this movie, because it kicks ass. Really, really kicks ass. So peace. Thanks for watching. Hey. Do you know why they call me the Dark Knight? Because I rise from the ashes, and I'm able to stop out crime. I'm able to get to the head of those that fear me, and fear itself can win. Do you know why they call me the Batman? so I can knock you out in a punch and kill every motherfucker around. Because I'm the Batman, bitch. Thanks for watching and keeping the community going. As always, check me out on Instagram or Popular for more pics and updates. Peace.